Welcome back to the End Time Remnant YouTube channel. This is Dorothy, and this video is for December 21st, 2025. Today's lesson comes from the book of 2 Kings, chapter 5, verses 10 through 14, which reads, Elisha sent a messenger to say to him, Go wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed. But Naaman went away angry and said, I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, wave his hand over the spot and cure me of my leprosy. Are not Abana and Pharpar, the rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? Couldn't I wash in them and be cleansed? So he turned and went off in a rage. Naaman's servants went to him and said, My father, if the prophet had told you to do something great, or some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more then when he tells you, wash and be cleansed? So he went down and dipped himself in the Jordan 7 times, and as the man of God had told him, and his flesh was restored and became clean like that of a young boy. So just to give context, Naaman had leprosy and went to Elisha to receive healing. He was expecting some type of miraculous performance of healing, and instead he was told to go dip in the Jordan River. And he just kind of felt like that river was inferior as compared to the other rivers in Damascus. Like, I traveled all the way over here so I could dip in this river. I could have dipped in the rivers closer to me, and they're far better. But basically, the instructions fell beneath him and made him angry. But when he followed them, he was cured. So over the years, I've learned to be okay with instructions that make absolutely no sense to me, right? Even instructions that do seem to be rather simple and underwhelming, right? Like how is this going to yield anything great? You know what I mean? The Lord tells you to do something and just kind of like, really, this is it? Sometimes we expect God to come through in one way, but the method of solution he's chosen for us is something completely different. And I've learned to remain humble, just be obedient and receive my blessing however the Lord sees fit, whatever way, whatever the method, as long as it yields the will of God, right? Everything isn't always going to happen exactly the way we have planned. And when you walk with the Lord, it's really important to learn this early. The reason why this was an important lesson to learn before the Promised Land is because if not, I knew that I would potentially miss various moves of God because they didn't match the illusions of grandeur that I had in my mind about how things should go, right? To Satan's delight, many of us have actually missed out on blessings of the Lord due to rigidity and ignorance, okay? And for me, I'm just not willing to do that anymore. I want everything that the Lord has for me in whatever way it's supposed to come. So I kind of take him out of the box, even if the instructions are kind of bizarre to me, to my mind. I remember that his ways are not my ways. His thoughts are not my thoughts. They are higher. And that he's God. So, it's best to, when he gives you the downloads, to just rock out with whatever he's saying and don't really try to make too much sense of it. As long as it's instruction coming from him, you know that you're good to go. So that's all I have for you on this video. And God willing, I'll see you next time.